Hey class, we're going to talk about area in math today. Alright, so we're in your math book on page 259 and 260, okay? So, introduction to concept of area. Area measures the surface of a simple closed figure. Area is found by dividing the region into square units. So all it's showing you that you have to do is count the number of squares you have. Or, what you'll learn in the next lessons is multiply, if it's a square, side times the side, or a rectangle, the length times the width. So, but in this lesson, it wants you to just count those squares. So if you can see in the example box up at the top, that first rectangle, they've got numbers in all the squares. They counted every single square, and it was 84 square units. If you look at the next shape, so you had two shapes. If you look at the next shape, because it was kind of weird looking, that's why they had to count the squares. And there was 36 squares, so it's 36 square units. So for one A, B, and C, you're just counting the squares. That's all you have to do. If you look at C, there are two, I can't draw it exactly the way it looks, but I can try. There's two parts that are kind of slanted like. So if you drew a line, it'd be like part of a triangle. That one's not so great, but it would like a triangle. That is a half, and that one equals a half. Two halves equal one whole. So those two halves you would count as one. That would be 1C. So if you count 1C, I'll give you time to count them. It would be 16 square units for 1C. Okay? So that's all you had to do in this first lesson was count the squares, which doesn't seem very hard. You gotta go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know all of you know how to count. I know you do. Don't play with me. Alright, so I know you all know how to count. So that one shouldn't be too hard when you're just counting the squares. And I helped you with your half ones. Two halves make a whole. Alright, I want you to look at 3A. I'm going to help you with two of the word problems, because I know most of you hate word problems, or you don't know what to do, or you're not too sure. Word problems have always been hard for students. Even Miss Sewell struggled with word problems when she was younger. Because I always wondered, okay, do I add, do I subtract, have I done the right thing, are you supposed to multiply or divide? So I'm going to help you out. So let's look at 3A. It says Aaron bought 1/4 pound of peanuts for 98 cents. If he bought 1 pound, how much would it have cost him? Okay? Well, 1 pound is 4 times that 1/4 of a pound. Ooh, I put my B first instead of my L. Okay? So all you would do is take your 98 cents and you're going to times it by 4. There are two numbers behind the decimals. That's how many is going to go in your answer. So 8 times 4 is 32. 9 times 4 is 36. And that's going to give you 3 more is 39. There's 2 numbers behind the decimal, so it would cost Aaron $3.92 to buy a pound of peanuts. Okay? Okay, we're going to look at 3C. The high school seniors sold cookies at school to make some money to send to the Floyds, who are missionaries in Mexico. We know some missionaries, but they're not in Mexico, they're in Kenya. If 2 cookies cost 25 cents, how much did they make selling 398 cookies? Well, if 2 cookies cost 25 cents, you got to figure out how many that 398 was 2 cookies. So you need to divide that by 2. It's 398. So I'm going to give you a chance to work that out. Alright, work it with me, okay? I just started with the 3. You could have gone the whole 39. How many times can 2 go into 3? 1. How many times does 2 go to 19? 9, which makes 18. And then we have 9 again. So 199 cookies. So there's 2. Okay, the 398 cookies. You had to put 2 cookies together for 25 cents. So you made 199 groups of cookies. So that's what you're going to times by the 25 cents. Because if you times 398 by 25 cents, you're saying 1 cookie was 25 cents. But if you remember in the reading, 2 cookies cost 25 cents. So that's why you had to figure out how many, that 398 put it in groups of 2, how many cookies were sold that were 2 cookies each. So then you would say your 25, let me put the bigger number on top. So you would put your 199 cookies, that's 2 cookies in each group, times the 25 cent, and there will be 2 decimal places in your answer. So, work that problem out right now. Okay, let's do it together. What's 9 times 5? 45. 9 times 5 is 45. Plus 4 makes 49. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 4 more is, I can already hear some of you saying 9. Put my placeholder 0. 2 times 9 is 18. 18, 19. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Alright, what's 9 plus 8? Listening. Okay, it's 17. 9 plus 9 is 18, plus 1 more is 19. 3 plus 1 is 4. So it's $49.75 is what they made on cookies. Okay? Do not forget, perimeter of a rectangle is 2 times L plus 2 times W. Perimeter of a square is basically, is the 4 times S. Remember for number 5, remember you add, for number 5 on page 260, when you find the number of degrees in the third angle of a triangle, remember you add the two you have together and you subtract that from 180 degrees, in case you have forgotten. So if you have any questions or concerns, please let me know, guys.